The story begins as a pathetic, spoiled, disgusting girl named Sakura Koji was traveling all alone in a bus at midnight. Her thoughts about ending the lives of her miserable teachers were interrupted when she noticed a Giga Chad Ultra Instinct Goku at a distance from her window. It appeared as if the weird hot guy was burning actual people alive with a blue flame. Shocked by this, the girl immediately stops the bus and runs after the unusual sight. However, to her surprise, she finds nothing at the spot when she arrives. The local police officer also thinks that Sakura had too much to drink after she was dumped by her boyfriend. The next morning, our girl Sakura is flexing on some newbies with her fire martial arts skills at the dojo. She then goes to her school where quite apparently she's everyone's crush, and is popular for being a champ in all areas. Sakura then meets her best friend, Aoba, who's a shy but pretty blonde. After that, they both greet their class teacher Miss Kanda. Miss Kanda introduces them, and then the whole class to a new transfer student named Agami Ray. All the other girls are drooling over the new hotshot student, but Sakura has something else on her mind. After staring at him for a few minutes, Sakura realizes that he's the same guy who she saw last night making barbecue out of passersby. After the class ends, Sakura straight up goes to Agami, and tells him that she wishes to talk in private. While our girl is in full FBI mode, her idiot batchmates think that she's proposing to him. All the noisy students gather near the spot where the two talk it out, having no idea what the conversation is actually about. Meanwhile, Sakura confronts Agami, and accuses him of harming people the previous night. To prove her point, Sakura asks him to take off his glove as that would reveal his burned scars. Surprisingly, Agami looks very nonchalant about it all. He immediately removes his glove, and reveals his spotless hand, which shocks Sakura. She gets embarrassed in front of him, and apologizes for her suspicions. Thankfully, Agami doesn't make a big deal about it, and leaves with a smile on his face. At this point even Sakura starts to think that the booze really got her last night. Meanwhile, the whole school gets the impression that their favorite girl got friend-zoned, which is why Agami left. Even Sakura seems to be enjoying the Force story, which is why she doesn't try to convince them otherwise. After that, Sakura's suspicions about Agami remain, as she thinks he's still hiding something from her. For this reason, Sakura starts to stalk him everywhere, and keeps an eye on all of his activities. But this cheap Sherlock version of Sakura came off to be very creepy, making everyone think she's obsessed with the boy. Sakura then visits the same place on an evening once again, where she thinks she saw Agami burning people. She continuously questions herself if what she saw really happened or not. She is then approached by a cute white dog whom she feeds regularly. As usual, Sakura gives her some food, but after eating, the dog immediately runs to someone in the distance. The person is none other than Agami. Sakura gets surprised to see that even though the dog isn't very fond of people, she seems to be getting along with Agami. This gives Sakura the impression that Agami might not be as evil as she thought of him. After that, Sakura tells Agami about the dog that her master was a homeless man who was killed by a group of goons called G Falcon. The two chat for a bit and then leave. The scene shifts to the Prime Minister's office, who is seen talking to his assistant about Agami's placement in a certain school. This implies that there is still a lot that Agami is hiding. The next morning, Aoba invites Agami to spend time with her and Sakura, but he excuses saying that he's busy with work. When asked what he does, Agami replies that he's a trash cleaner. After that, he receives a call regarding his day's work, but he attends it very secretly with a grim expression on his face. On call, Agami is asked about what he intends to do with Sakura, to which he replies that he would eliminate her. Night approaches, and Sakura goes to feed the dog, who looks unusually startled. In the distance, Sakura notices some biker boys beating up a brokey. Seeing this awakens the Wonder Woman inside Sakura, and she straight up confronts the goons, telling them that she has called the cops. Hearing this, the low-lives start to laugh as if they own the city. This is when Sakura notices the gang's distinct tattoos, and realizes that they're the G Falcon. They tell Sakura that some of their people vanished in the same spot a few nights ago. This rings a bell inside Sakura's head as she starts to connect the dots. She slowly realizes that her assumptions about Agami were true, as the G Falcon is talking about the people whom Sakura saw get burned alive by Agami. Now that the girl's brain is working at turbo speed, she starts to beat up the goons with her incredible martial arts skills. However, her momentum breaks shortly as she gets tossed by one of the goons. Now in control of the situation, the G Falcon starts to beat the shit out of Sakura. The scene brings back memories of Vidal's fight with Spopovich. However, the dog suddenly breaks into the scene as she tries to save Sakura, but the poor thing gets overpowered by the nasty G Falcon, who kicks her repeatedly like a football. The dog lies helpless as her bones and organs hurt badly. Suddenly, Agami enters the scene out of nowhere. He goes to the dog and tries to comfort it, but realizes that it is about to die. Instead of taking the dog to the hospital, Agami does the unexpected as he twists the dog's neck to give her a quick and painless death. This stuns Sakura, who couldn't believe what she just saw. After that, Agami turns to one of the G-Falcon guys who initiated the attack on the dog. The savage Agami puts his hand on the goon's face, and literally burns him alive within seconds. The scene frightens everyone who saw it, and there's complete silence for a few seconds. After that, Agami turns to the rest of the G-Falcon, and asks them if they would surrender or wish to have the same fate as their friend. The group then charges at Agami with full force, after which, one by one Agami eliminates all the goons. Within moments, there was no trace of the G-Falcon left. Sakura watches the whole scene unfold in disbelief, but suddenly gets approached by Agami, who says that she's next, and puts his palm on her face. After waking up the next morning, Sakura finds herself safe at home with her mother and her father. Her father, clearly relieved to see her awake, tells her how worried he was about her long absence, especially since she was unconscious when Daisuke found her at the gate. The unexpected situation had left her family deeply concerned about her well-being. Determined to find out what really happened, Sakura goes back to the field where she had seen Agami confront members of the G-Falcon gang. To her surprise, there is no sign of ashes or any evidence of the fiery clash she remembers so clearly. It's as if the whole event was erased. Back at school, Sakura feels uneasy as she steps into her classroom, and sees Agami already there. Sakura is constantly looking over her shoulder, her mind full of worries about her safety. She can't shake the fear that the person who tried to harm her might still be a threat, especially if they think she knows their secret. After avoiding Agami several times, Sakura finally finds the courage to confront him about the troubling events from the previous day. She is determined to uncover the truth, and ensure her own safety. This drives her to seek answers from the mysterious figure who has suddenly become such a pain in the ass in her life. Meanwhile, in a busy supermarket, a young boy draws everyone's attention as he gathers a large number of toys. He excitedly claims that these toys are Nyamaru from a mysterious machine, leaving those around him both curious and confused by his weird-ass behavior. As the boy leaves the store, he receives a mission. The message addresses him as Codebreaker 310. Yuki, and orders him to eliminate a target. Sakura, still focused on finding the truth about the violent incident from the day before, manages to confront Agami in a crowded place. She questions him about the people he killed, expressing her worries, and asking if he feels any regret for what he did. Agami's response is chillingly straightforward. He explains that he killed them because he sees them as worthless, and believes they don't belong among others. Sakura urges him to think about the results of his actions, insisting that it isn't his job to deliver justice. Agami, however, responds to Sakura's pleas with a coldness and sense of superiority. He confidently claims that he is Batman who is beyond the reach of the law, seeing himself as someone who operates outside its limits. According to Agami, the law cannot judge him because he exists outside its boundaries. He insists that it is his personal duty to deliver his own form of justice, something the law cannot offer. By doing so, Agami identifies himself as a codebreaker, a person who lives in a world where society's usual rules and boundaries no longer apply. That's surely a new pronoun to add to our list. His claim of being beyond the law's framework adds to the unsettling nature of his character, leaving Sakura even more confused. Sakura warns Agami that if he continues to kill, she will keep following him to stop any further harm. But Agami responds with an eerie laugh, and then walks toward a nearby glass building. With just a touch, he breaks the glass into countless pieces. In a final threatening warning, he tells Sakura that if she ever speaks about him to anyone, he will kill her first, and anyone she tells, no matter where or when. He makes it clear that she can't stop him. The encounter leaves Sakura in shock and fear. Sakura, deeply shaken by her meeting with Agami, goes home and lies in bed, unable to stop thinking about what he said. His chilling words and his unstoppable powers weigh heavily on her mind. Meanwhile, Agami is walking on a bridge when he gets a call asking if he has eliminated Sakura. Agami's answer is unexpected. He describes Sakura as a rare breed, and says she won't burn, even by his own fire. Because of this, he has decided not to kill her again, leaving the situation wrapped in uncertainty. One morning, as Sakura gets ready for school, she is surprised to find Agami patiently waiting at her door. His unexpected arrival raises questions about his intentions. Looking unbothered about the situation, Agami is prepared to walk with her to school. When Sakura arrives, she is once again greeted by a locker filled with love letters from her loser classmates. Andrew Tate would surely mind the behavior of these simps. But today, there's a new twist. Sakura tells Aoba that she has chosen to walk to school with Agami every day. This news brings an interesting change to Sakura's daily routine, and sparks the curiosity of her classmates. Aoba is genuinely happy for Sakura, thinking she might have finally found love. Aoba offers her best wishes, encouraging Sakura to treasure her new closeness with Agami, and asking Agami to take good care of her. The dumbass are still unaware that Sakura said this because she wants to keep an eye on Agami at all times. Suddenly, a fellow student tries to attack Agami from behind in jealousy for stealing Sakura. Without hesitation, Sakura steps in front of Agami, signaling that anyone who wants to harm him will have to go through her first. The only reason Sakura does this is because she's certain that the kid would get fried if he annoys Agami even a bit more. As they walk together, they run into Fujiwara, one of Sakura's junior students, who seems very excited to see her. Agami, however, notices something in Fujiwara's eyes, and almost instinctively, places his hand on her head, hinting at a deeper connection or shared history that hasn't yet been revealed. Later, Agami waits on the school rooftop, and gets a call instructing him to eliminate certain people. After ending the call, he sees Sakura approaching. In a surprising and gentle gesture, Agami offers her a puppy. It is revealed that the pup is of the same dog that he had to put down while facing G. Falcon. Sakura happily decides to take it under her care. After that, Sakura decides to follow Agami to the location where he needs to find his targets. But as they near the scene, Sakura feels a rising sense of unease. She notices police officers present, mingling with the very people they are supposed to catch. Shocked and dismayed, Sakura watches as the police unexpectedly collaborate with the criminals they were meant to eliminate. Without hesitation, Agami swiftly takes action, burning all the criminals and leaving no one alive. Witnessing this ruthless act, Sakura confronts Agami, expressing her shock and disagreement with his methods. She insists that he cannot just kill people at will, and that there must be a more humane way to handle the situation. In response, Agami defends his actions, telling Sakura that her words can't reach or change these people, and that sometimes the only way to deal with them is by using his tough methods. The differences in morals and ethics between Sakura and Agami are very clear at this point. Sakura tries to understand Agami, hugging him and saying she gets why he fights. But Agami, firm in his beliefs, pushes her away and strikes her in the stomach, making her faint. Agami then chases after the corrupt police officer, who was helping the people he took down earlier. They get into a car chase, and Agami tries to use his powers to burn the officer's car. However, the situation takes an unexpected turn when a helicopter suddenly appears, and another codebreaker, Toki, steps out. Toki makes the officer's car explode, while Agami narrowly escapes by jumping out of the vehicle. After that, Toki greets Agami, and it looks like they both know each other well. In the highest decision-making group, known as Eden, people with powers beyond normal human abilities are given the responsibility to use their unique skills to eliminate the evil forces threatening Earth. Among them is Agami, a notable codebreaker identified as Code 6. Even though he is the newest member of this cheeky group, Agami has proven his worth by successfully completing every mission given to him. He has shown not only his skill, but also significant growth, earning his place as an equal among the top 5 code. Now, in a moment filled with anticipation and mystery, one of the respected judges steps forward to reveal why Agami has been called. It becomes clear that they have a special mission in mind for him, one that requires all of his extraordinary abilities. The target of this secret mission is Tabata Shidru, a well-known politician. His image instantly appears on Agami's phone, highlighting the seriousness of the task. However, what catches Agami's attention is the mysterious link between this politician and someone named Hitomi. With a serious tone, the judges explain that Agami's job is much more than just getting rid of a political rival. It involves navigating the complicated web of relationships and alliances in the secretive world. Figuring out any possible link between Tabata Shidru and Hitomi is a key part of this complex task. In a bold move, Agami decides to tap into his psycho side again. He flies towards the judges, unleashing a powerful blaze of fire that surrounds them. This act, which made the judges shit their pants, is a strong message that he will not be treated as just a tool. He demands the right to choose whether he will accept the mission or not. And that's all for today. I will be doing a part 2, so make sure to subscribe to not miss it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.